Chef Poul, this is Amy, and with me is Alex.
Hi.
Hello.
So today we're going to be doing the Poul's Kitchen crispy taco. You can call it many different things. It's kind of a little bit of a copy of Taco Bell's, but yeah, whatever. Please hit the like, share, subscribe, and by the way, we've released a new book, The Poul's Kitchen. Let's make cooking great again. It's available on www.poulskitchen.com. Top right hand, it is donationware. If you wish to give us a donation, we'd appreciate it. Not necessary. Amy, you want to try this out here? I want to know how this tastes.
I do. I am curious.
You're also really hungry too, but how's it taste?
Excellent.
So, just keep watching, and you'll be able to see exactly how we made this. Thanks for coming. Welcome to Poul's Kitchen. This is Chef Poul, and with me today is Chef Amy. Say
Hi.
Amy. My lovely wife was sitting down the grocery store and she's seen something amazing. She's seen something that could have been life-changing. It was the Taco Bell kits that they had out. And then Amy did the most smart thing that any one of us could do, that we all should learn to do. And that's called read a label. Well, how much sodium did it have, Amy?
71%.
71%. And I'm sitting here thinking, you gotta be kidding me. You know, no wonder why I feel so sick in the stomach when... Yeah, give me a second. I'll be right back, guys. My roommate decided to wash her hair and she's drying it off. But anyways, 71%. You wonder why you feel so crappy after eating Taco Bell. So I'm going to take 1 cup of flour. We're going to be making some Taco Bell themed tortillas meal today. And I love to tell you it's going to be modeled after the Taco Supreme, but it's not. So 1 cup of flour in there. And Amy just loves me because she knows this means she has lots of dishes later. She hates me for it.
No.
So I'm going to take 2 tablespoons. They want you to use lard, but I'm just going to use margarine. So I'm going to make some homemade tortillas. And I'm going to do approximately 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. Nothing too crazy, but crazy like a fox. Now they want you to put a little bit of salt in this. I don't think you need it. It's kind of useless. You don't need salt. Salt does not So I'm just going to put a few sprinkles of pepper. I'm not using any salt. Why? Because salt sucks. You don't need it. It's bad. So I'm going to take my time here and I'm going to I'm also going to turn the hot water on because it also wants hot water. Tortillas are really good. So in our bowl, about 3/4 of a cup of hot water. Doesn't have to be boiling. And it shouldn't be boiling. Because soon enough, we're going to have to start blending this in here. And when we do that, if it's boiling, your hands are going to get scalded when we start doing this. So it's not a smart idea. And I'm going to need a little bit more flour, I think. Amy will thank me later because I'm not going to take another cup out for that. So I'm just going to sprinkle this here. You don't want it to be don't want it to be really, really dry, but you don't want it to be really swampy either. Because we're only making like small mini tortillas. I could send Amy out to the store to buy more tortillas, but she's kind of cranky because I don't want to go back out to a store. We were just there. That's just more the practical side of her. And if you know me, you know that I like to tease Amy a lot, and I'm not that serious. Amy, do you want to run back to the store right now?
I don't care. I would.
You're defeating the point. We can do this ourselves. And that's the answer she should have given you. Now see how this is starting to go here?
Yeah.
And I'm not taking my hands out quite yet to do anything. See how that's kind of forming in here? We're gonna have to get our hands dirty eventually, so, and that is what it is. So now I'm gonna let this sit here, and I'm gonna let this sit for, I don't know, for 20 minutes. I'm supposed to put something over it. So we're gonna let this sit for 20 minutes, and we'll be back. Alright, so we're back. So Amy, if you come in the actual kitchen so you can actually get a good shot on this here. So this is actually quite simple. I only need 4 of them. I'm not making a huge load of them. So I'm going to make them into 4 equal little balls as much as I can. I should be making Amy do this because, well, she likes playing with balls.
Be good.
I'm being honest. So we're making 4 balls. The whole idea that Amy could be playing with 4 balls right now. They could be 10 balls. That's what Amy's more into, but now this is going to be fun because I should have done this before. So we're going to take a rolling pin and we're going to load it with a bunch of flour. Because once this is done, Amy's going to have a lot of cleaning to do.
Yeah.
That's one. Which is going to have to be done again because you also have to make sure you have ample amount of flour on this too, otherwise
It wrecks.
It wrecks. And for the dish that we're making, it's not going to be, we don't need them to be super big. So I'm going to turn that on to 5 here. Let this start cooking here.
Need more flour.
Yeah, see, this is the thing with baking. You need,
Making your own stuff.
it can be a little cranky sometimes, just like your wife when she sees chocolate and you say no.
But it's worth it.
It's always worth it because
you know what's in it.
You know what's in it. If you go out and you buy Taco Bell's version of this, or
yeah, 71% sodium.
Oh, maybe not in this particular one. The Taco Supreme kit was 71%.
Yeah.
Like, holy crud! Like what? Like.
Good thing I said to check the label.
And that's the funny part because Amy is usually the one that doesn't check the label.
It looked so good though, and then I thought to check the label, and then it's not so good anymore.
Yeah, it's like you got to be really, really careful with that. So I'm only making 4 because I'm only making 4 of them. 1 for me, 1 for Amy, and 1 for Russell because
he's leaving soon.
he's leaving soon. And we would make 1 for a roommate, but she does not like beef.
No.
So
Maybe 1 for Alex if he shows up.
that's a big maybe at this point.
Yeah. But if he shows up, he'll get the other one.
This is one reason why I almost wish I made Amy have to go to the store. Almost.
Because it's a pain.
Yeah, it's a real pain. But Amy can clean up and then can go to the store.
Yeah. I could do that.
Okay, so I'm gonna give my hands a quick wash. Because otherwise,
Get flour all over.
yeah. Try to do as quick as I can because we got something in the oven. And it is on. But it's going to take time to heat up and get everything ready anyways.
Yeah.
So, that's pretty easy, isn't it?
Yeah. It's not too bad. You just have to make sure you have enough flour. Right?
Yeah. Alright, so
Come over here and watch this.
we see how that's starting to cook up here. So it doesn't really take a whole lot. This is really super easy. I've got 3 more to go, and it's actually really easy. It's not at all that hard. It's going to be a really quick meal. I don't think it's going to be, well, it may not necessarily always seem that quick, but
It really is.
it is. The worst part about it is
The flour.
The flour. I didn't have to use my hands. I was able to use a spoon to mix most of it. So it's not hard. Like, you can buy your kits. Like, I made my own tortillas because I really don't want to make a whole bunch here. And this one, it does have a little bit of sodium in it, but it's not.
Yeah.
But it's not as bad as if you went out and you bought
The Taco Bell kit.
Yeah, like you gotta be careful of those kits. They'll add a lot of sodium. They'll add a lot of sugar. Why? Because it tastes better, and they need to make sure that their stuff tastes better.
And their spice in the kit actually has salt too on top of the taco or whatever that's in it.
Yeah. So when we get to that point, I'll show you my taco spice. It's I'll make my own taco spice kit that I made from what we have in our cupboard full of 1,000,000 spices.
Which will have 0 sodium in it.
Other than what the actual spice itself has.
Yeah.
Can't say 0. That's not.
They'll be
a true
low.
statement, but it's going to be a lot lower than you were. Like, if you go out and, I'm going to buy a taco kit. How often do you buy tacos? Chances are, if you're like us, we have tacos at least once a week. Well, in that case, that's different. You don't want that. You want to have something that you can you can make yourself. You can buy all this stuff. Yes, when you're buying it all at once, it does seem like it's more expensive, but it is cheaper. Because if you go out once a week and you buy your taco spice kit, well,
That's a lot of money right
that is
there.
going to end up being a lot of money in the long run. Because this week, I probably spent quite a bit of money on buying all the individual spices. Next week when I go to make tacos, I didn't pay anything more because I already have it.
Yeah.
And you'll have it for quite a while.
Right.
And another thing too, you don't need to add the salt.
No.
All right, so that's one done. So, just going to take another one here. And that's it. So, you just take your time and you fry the rest of them up. You put them in a plate and just save them until you're later. That's basically it. I don't think you need to watch me fry up all 4 of them. They're not necessary. You'll see them again when we get ready to actually make the rest of the video. So we'll be back in a bit. Before I go though, we did release Poul's Kitchen Let's Make Cooking Great Again cookbook. It's right on www.poulskitchen, Pouls kitchen.com. It's on the top right corner. It's what we call donationware. And what that basically means is you can donate to us. It helps support us so we can pay for our website. It helps pay for our licenses for our programs that we use. I'm not doing it as a get-rich-quick scheme. I probably won't make anything if I do at all. But whatever I do get goes to help fund what we are doing, hopefully make some improvements. But if you feel that I've touched you and you don't mind, yeah, donate. But if you can't, don't worry about it. It's right there. Download it. We hope you enjoy it. Please let me know what you think. I appreciate any constructive criticism. We are working on getting some improvements, so we appreciate it very much. Thank you very much, and we'll be back. Welcome back. So again, I know I say this quite a bit, but I really want to make sure I'm emphasizing this because I'm really excited. Amy, are you really excited?
Yes.
This is going to be our Poul's Kitchen Crunch Wrap, and it's great. And you guys, I really want you to take a moment go to www.poulskitchen.com, all one word, no space, poulskitchen.com, and download my book. If you want to donate, great. We will really appreciate it. Funds go to helping keeping production up, as well as other people. Like, I'd like to get to the point where I can donate to some needy families who do need help. So right now what we're doing is we're making our spice mix. So I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of Mexican oregano. If you don't have Mexican oregano and you have regular oregano, just use regular oregano. Don't buy the spice
Use
mix.
what you have.
Use what you have. And then I'm going to use 2 teaspoons of crushed peppercorn, or crushed red chili peppers. It does give a little spice to it. If you're super, super sensitive and you really super cannot have spice, skip this. It will make things a little hot, but not crazy. I don't like spice that much myself. I used to. I can't handle it anymore. Amy's really good with it. On Mont, but I don't notice much of it. But if you're really super sensitive, just avoid it. You don't have to have it. And then I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of cumin. Notice how I said cumin, Amy, not coming?
I always say it right.
So, Chef Josh, out there in the United Kingdom, you know what? Your grandmother is one of the sweetest women I've ever met. I love her to death. She's really nice, and she tells me a lot of things about you. My friend, when your parents want to make tacos on Tuesday, you tell them they need to make their own taco spices. So much better, and it's better for you. So that's 2 tablespoons of ground cumin. Now we're going to do 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. Not garlic salt. They are 2 different things. You do not want the salt.
No.
It's just brutal. You don't need it. You don't want it. It's really important, guys. I can't stress that enough. And this is tagine. This is not something that's typically found in taco seasoning.
Can't get it out.
No,
we need a knife.
We need more. There we go. This is not typical for taco seasoning, but it does add to it. We use this for our tacos.
We use it in a lot, actually.
It's typically something that Mexicans use for a lot of fruit. But again, it's not mandatory. You don't have to. On this, I'm not going to put this because I'm going to make a mess. But you want 2 teaspoons of turmeric. This is not something that's found in a lot of Mexican dishes either, but we use it. Why? Because if you have arthritis, high blood pressure, cholesterol issues, it's really good for that.
Yeah.
So we add it as much as we can. Then I've got onion powder. Again, powder, not salt. So we want 2 tablespoons of this. And then 2 tablespoons of smoked paprika.
And onion, isn't it? Or is that just smoked paprika?
Smoked paprika. Now, if you just have paprika and you don't have smoked, that's fine. No one's going to dog you for not having the right spice. So we're just going to take some time and mix this up here. This will go into our meat later. You don't have to put this in the fridge, and you probably shouldn't. I could give Amy a taste test of this right now.
No.
It's not going to taste that great. Just take your spoon here and just give it a little bit of mix and set this off to the side in a nice dry place.
And there you go.
That's our taco seasoning. I mean, you just want to mix up a little better. And just set this aside. And this will be eaten way later.
Yeah.
So that's our spices. Super easy. And when we're ready to start cooking, we'll put that right on the meat. Please hit the like, share, subscribe button. Check our book out. We'll be back. Welcome back. So with me now is Chef Amy. She's actually going to be here on the video. And surprisingly, we got Chef Alex.
Hello.
Guess who finally woke up and decided to bless us today? So Alex is back, and we have one small little detail. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do, because you're going to need 2 small circles to be able to cover cover everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2. So this is 6, and we're only making 4. So rather than waste, I'm going to take this and fold this in half. And I'm going to have this ready so that when it's time to go into production, it's already done. So at this point, the only thing left that we have to do is shred some cheese. Get everything out and ready to start, because once we start cooking, this is going to go by really, really quick.
Yeah, it's not going to take long to cook.
No, it's not. And once that's done, everything will be just slopped on really quick, and it's going to be great. Now, I'm going to show you what we are going to be using for, so this is ready. I will cut this up as needed when we're ready to use it. So I'm just going to throw this back in here and zip it together. And this is something you really do need. There is a lot of different brands for this. Tostitos, they're not always the best in the world.
Queso cheese.
Queso cheese, right? It's salsa con queso. That's 24% sodium. Amy thinks that she's bringing that to work with her tomorrow. She's not. That's a lot. But this is President's Choice, or i.e. no name. Amy, you want to take a wild guess how much sodium is in the no name?
5.
Nope. Try one more.
2.
10.
That's what I was going to guess.
10. 24. President's Choice, no name. Name brand. Cheaper, more expensive. Less sodium, more sodium. So what's this have for sugar? 1% sugar. I'm almost afraid to look at this one. 2%.
Not bad.
So I mean, that's not that big of a deal. But the sodium level,
It's a big difference.
that is a big difference. So this whole experience with Amy today, when we went grocery shopping, and I'm not painting Amy as the bad guy here. She's actually the one that actually figured it out. So,
I mentioned the one for the
like I said, she's the
Taco
one.
Bell.
Like I said, you're the one that figured it out, right? We both learned that you really have to pay much closer attention to what you're buying.
Yeah.
Because sodium, you know what? Amy woke up this morning, she's not feeling the greatest. She's not sick. She's not feeling the greatest. Why? Her blood pressure is not the greatest today. Why? Because she probably ate something yesterday that didn't really agree with her. And how does that happen? When you don't pay attention.
Yeah.
It's not saying that Amy doesn't pay attention. Sometimes she doesn't. Most times she does. We're all going to be guilty of that when we go out and buy stuff, because it's like we don't want to spend an hour in a grocery store looking for a few things. But you really have to look when you're looking at cans and other stuff. You have to look. So it's important. So we're pretty much ready to start cooking. We're not quite ready to do it yet, but
No, it's too early.
it's too early. But at least everything's prepped. It's ready to go. So when we are ready, we'll be back. Shouldn't take too much longer. It's an easy recipe, guys. It really is. And I'm telling you, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
I'm looking forward because I have 2 of my favorite people in the world with me today. So again, please take a moment and look at our book at www.poulskitchen.com. Yeah, I'm pushing it. Yes, I'm excited. Yeah, I want people to be able to look at it. And please hit the like, share, subscribe, and we'll be back. Welcome back. With me again is Amy.
Hi.
And Alex.
Hi.
So we're back. We're ready to start cooking. We're starting to get things ready, and I'm excited. Are you excited?
Yes.
Are you excited?
Yes.
Alright, so before we begin, please hit that like, share, subscribe button and check our website out. Alright, I got my cast iron here. I've got this heating up a little bit. We're going to let this heated. So, in this part of the recipe, what we're going to do is get your favorite hot sauce, your diced onion, one large diced onion, and your burger meat. We're going to cook this in the cast iron. We're going to break this right down, and really, this is really simple. We're not even going to use any, well, actually we are going to use spice here. I have my spice set up here for a reason. That's the spice mix that I made earlier. We're going to put this on once we put the heat on, or the meat on. This is not going to take that long, but we do need to make sure that the meat is completely cooked and incorporate it with everything. Then Amy's going to start grating some cheese, because that's her job.
Yeah.
Because I don't like doing it. And Amy's good at it, so. And we're going to get the meat all in here without getting the tampon involved, because that's kind of dirty. And that little pad in there, it's called the tampon. Now, this is going to seem like it's a little bit much for this particular pan, and that's fine.
It'll shrink.
Yeah, meat shrinks when it heats up. It's not going to take very long. Now I'm going to put the onions in here. While Amy makes a mess of my floor.
No.
And you know what? I think I'm going to transfer this into this pan, because I think I overestimated or underestimated how much space I was going to need.
Yeah.
So make sure, ladies and gentlemen, that you actually have a big enough pan to work with.
Yeah.
Because that's pretty important here. As this cooks, you want to make sure you're breaking everything down, and you're going to try to mix everything in as best you can. I'm going to wait until everything breaks down a little bit more, and then I'm going to put the spice in. But I feel like a good taco meat should have the onion mixed in rather than eating it as an extra topping. Because to me, burger and onion it's a natural mix. It gives it more flavor, it gives it better texture. And the unfortunate part is we're going to have to wait for this to cool down so we can wash it, because I'm going to need this pot again when we go to finish. So that slows us down a little bit, but it's not a big deal. And the best part about this, it doesn't take long to cook. Ground beef does not take very long. And you know what?
What?
I'm going to do this in 2 pans.
Good idea.
Might work a little better. Yeah, it will. looking at the size of this beef, and lately we've been used to getting like really shitty amounts for really super expensive, and now we've got a pretty big amount for cheap. Alright, so I'm just going to dump in some hot sauce, and you don't have to worry because we're going to be putting some other stuff in here. You're not going to burn yourself out. You won't. But now that I mix that in here, now I need to take some time and mix it in. Perfect, and Mimi's already got that ready for me.
Is that enough?
Yeah, it's probably more than enough, so that's good.
All right.
So I'm gonna dump half of this in here. And I'm telling you guys, when you make your own taco spice, you go out, and honestly, here's the thing, and hear me out. Alex, what does it cost normally if you go to the grocery store and you buy a package of taco seasoning? Do you remember?
Is it like $10?
Yeah, $10. And think, if you buy that every week for a month, like 4 times a month, because you have your Taco Tuesday every Tuesday, you just spent $40
Just on the spice.
just on the spice. Meanwhile, if you bought the individual spices to mix it yourself, you probably have it for a few months at least.
Yeah.
And here's a little secret, guys. If you go to the dollar store, you can probably find a lot of the spices right there
For cheap.
for super cheap. Yeah, you're going to have to break out the bank book to buy some of them. Not all, but some of them. And at the end of the day, you're going to be saving a lot of money. As you're cooking this, you really need to make sure that you're coating all of it. So make sure that you're stirring really good, which is probably a better idea because I really should do this in 2 pans, because otherwise there's no way I'd ever be able to coat everything, which would not be good. And there's nothing like having taco meat that just tastes like plain burger. You don't want plain burger on your taco. You want taco meat. So you want to make sure you have the right seasoning for it. And by making it yourself, you're controlling the
Everything.
you're controlling everything. You're not going to have a bunch of salt put into it, because God knows there's other things in what you're doing that's going to have salt. So when you make your own, you control everything, and you want control. I'm pulling your Mimi today. I'm making this. It's really making me mad now. All right, so can you guys actually smell that?
Yeah, I can. It smells really good.
Yeah, it smells really good. Ooh.
So this one's almost done here, but you really want to make sure that this is fully cooked.
You don't want salmonella.
Nope. You absolutely need to make sure that this is absolutely cooked 100%, because you don't really want to serve this to somebody and then somebody comes out and says, oh, I got really, really sick off of your food. You don't want that.
No.
So you want to make sure that you take the time. Okay, that one's done. This one still has a little bit left.
You have to be careful with that one. It's really hot.
It is.
If you have a cast iron pan, never put your hand on the handle while
Yeah.
it's on the burner.
It never, well, I'll do you one better. Make sure it's been totally cooled off before you put your hand back on. If I need to move that to this burner, which I'm going to, I need to get a mitt for that.
Oven glove.
You just can't, you just absolutely cannot just
Touch it.
touch it because you're going to burn yourself. This is all the same metal. It's not separated. So you really need to make sure that you're actually being safe for that. Because if you don't, you're going to burn yourself. And that's very important. This is my favorite type of pan to cook meat on. So, but you got to be safe. All right, so I'm going to let this cool down a bit. I'm going to probably dump the rest of that in here. See if that will fit in there, because I need Amy to be able to clean that out for me, because we're going to need that for the last step. But we're almost done, guys. Like, this is almost gold. So I'm gonna put this in here, let this cool, get this cleaned up. Amy's gonna do a little bit of dishes just to help clean up a little bit, because there's a lot to do. And then we'll be back, and we're almost done, guys. Like, it's been a while, but it's gonna be good. So we'll be back. Welcome back.
Hi.
So we're ready to close things up here. We're pretty much almost done. We're just gonna put it together, and then we gotta heat it up. So we're almost there. So we got our tortilla shell here, and then I'm gonna come over to our taco mix here. It's been fully cooked. That's all I'm gonna put in. Don't need a whole lot. You really don't. And then we're gonna put in our homemade tortilla. I don't want the whole thing here. We'll put that right there. And we're gonna load this with, actually before we do that, sorry, one important thing. We're gonna cover this with some salsa corn queso. Don't need a whole lot. Maybe 2 spoonfuls.
Yeah, I'd say that's enough.
That's more than enough. And we're going to put this on top of here. And then we're going to put some cream cheese here.
Sour cream.
Sour cream, sorry. And we're going to make sure this is completely coated. You really want that really, really coated. This is going to taste really, really good.
Yeah, it is.
Put that in here, and then I'm going to put some more cheese on here. Now I'm using some smoked cheddar. And then I'm going to put a few tomatoes on here. Not going to go too crazy. Maybe 2 more. Really don't want to go too crazy. And then I got some iceberg lettuce. It's not all broken down or anything, so but that's fine. Should have a little bit of greens. Don't have to have a whole lot. Make sure I'm not missing anything. I don't think I am, and I'm good. Need to make sure of that. Sometimes I tend to forget some of the smaller ingredients. And I got this that I put on. I'm gonna rip that in half because I don't really want the whole thing. Don't think I'm gonna need it. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna fold it up here. Now, Amy, could you put that up to 6 for me, please?
Yep.
And that's how we're gonna wrap it. We're gonna wrap it like this. We're gonna take it over here. Amy, come over here, please, and hold this together for me. Now we're gonna make sure we coat the bottom of this with the oil. Might take a minute or two for that to heat up. And we're gonna have more meat than we know what to do with, and that's fine.
We can use it in something else.
Yeah, we make tacos later. It's not gonna be wasted, guys. It really isn't.
No.
I could make Amy go back to a superstore and grab some more tortillas. Could do that.
We could.
So we're gonna let that. I should have preheated this a little bit more than I did, but not a big deal.
No.
So we're gonna get this all preheated. This is gonna taste really, really good. It really is. And once we're done, we're gonna heat this 3 minutes per side. So it's not gonna be that hard. This, believe it or not, it may have taken a while. And I could have multitasked and got this done way quicker, but I feel like it would have been harder for me to show you what to do. I want to teach you how to do something, and I can't do that if I'm rushing it. So, but if you're doing this, and it shouldn't take you that long to make. If you want to make some rice, some potatoes, or some whatever, it's not really that hard of a recipe to make. It's actually pretty easy.
Yeah.
Okay, you can tell when the pan's starting to get heated, when you've got the oil dancing around a little bit more. So when we're going to heat this, we're going to put this face down gently and carefully. And where is my spatula that I was using? Right here. We're going to push this down here. So that's 329 on that. So when that's 333, I'll say. Just make sure it's just over 3 minutes, then we'll flip it. So we're doing that. I'm going to start making another one. So we're ready to keep going as soon as we take this off. Amy, do you think you could have done this without me?
Yeah, probably.
I think you could have. It's not that hard, is it?
No.
A few spoonfuls of this. It's a little thicker than I wanted, but who's going to complain?
Not me.
And by the way, guys, if you really wanted to, you can go to the store and you can buy this. It's not that hard. It's not that expensive either.
But it's better to make it on your own.
Sometimes, and sometimes it's more rewarding. You do it yourself, and you know what you have, and you're more happy with it, right? So it's not that hard to do. So we still got a little bit of time left. Amy, hold that together for me, please.
Should we turn it down?
Yeah, we're gonna turn it down a little bit now.
Is that burning?
Oh yeah, it is. So I'm going to turn this down a little bit. But see how it's got a little bit of burn, not a big deal though. But see how it's, I'm probably going to wait 2 minutes. I'm only going to leave 2 minutes now. Didn't need that long. But see how this closes together now?
Yeah.
I can eat that one.
And it stays together.
Yeah, it stays together. And so, I mean, this is pretty much it. It's not that hard of a thing to do. You just basically need to get this on long enough that it's going to seal that. I don't need the bottom half to
To be
looks like it's enough.
Yeah.
I'm going to put this one on and then I'm going to show you. And trying to keep this from like falling apart. And it already has. So
Oh.
it can be a little tricky. Again. How's that look?
Looks really good.
Yeah,
Just-
it looks excellent.
Just gotta be careful you don't burn that side of it. That's really all that is.
Yeah. That might be ready to flip already.
I think so. This does not take very long to doesn't take very long at all to cook.
No.
But that's our crunchy wrap. I hope you guys like it. Please hit the like, share, subscribe. We really appreciate you, and check out www.poulskitchen.com and check our new cookbook out. Thank you very much, and we'll see you another time.